Today's First Alert afternoon weather update is brought to you by Lockhart Roofing.
Good Thursday afternoon, everyone. Meteorologist Stone Schaefer here live for our 2 p.m. First Alert weather live stream. I want to thank everyone for joining me here today as we look at the rain chances that have developed across mid-Michigan here on this Thursday, and another chance of rain for Friday with the add-on of some severe weather chances that have continued to show up on the forecasting model run. So we'll be going over that as well. If you have any questions, head over to our Facebook page at WNEM TV5 News. There I'll be trying to answer any of the questions that you may have about the weather. I do apologize if I miss your chat. Sometimes the Facebook chat likes to fight us and not work, or just be a little bit slow. So I do apologize for that. We're going to start off today's stream looking over at our cameras across mid-Michigan, starting off in Birch Run. This camera has been showing rainfall pretty consistently here over the last hour and a half. You can see how wet the roads are with that rain chance. So just be careful if you do have travel plans. Obviously, rain is starting to build up on most of the roadways that have seen this rainfall. We'll move across mid-Michigan here down to downtown Flint. That is also showing some rainy conditions. And then downtown Saginaw, also showing just some light rain, maybe not as consistent as areas Birch Run South, but it is there, and we'll have more possibilities here over the next few hours, because as we take a look at Sky Tracker, it is showing sort of this larger area of rain developing as far north as Holton Lake, West Branch, and then all the way down south to that 69 corridor and farther south to Metro Detroit. I think the heaviest rainfall is moving along that 69 corridor in our southern counties right now. So if you do have travel plans from Lansing to Flint or Flint to Lansing, just be prepared for a consistent rainfall here over the next couple of hours. This rain chance will eventually move out here tonight. We look at our hour by hour. I will say it's underperforming just a little bit, but just imagine that rain is spreading up to the north. I think by about 7 to 8 p.m., most of that consistent rainfall should be out of the region. I think there will be a few isolated chances, but most of it should be moved out. We'll be mostly dry tonight into our Friday morning, just some cloudy skies. As we get to tomorrow, though, that's where we start to see rain chances. It looks like we'll have a lighter isolated chance try to develop right around 2 to 3 p.m., and then we start to see more consistent heavy rainfalls after about 5 to 6 p.m. This is where we also could see a few rumbles of thunder, and we could also catch a few stronger thunderstorms that could become severe. There's still some timing questions we'll need to figure out here over the next, I think, 12 hours. And obviously the strength of these storms will be the biggest question as they move through. I think our first round of showers and thunderstorms for Friday will move out by about 10 to 11 p.m. We'll have some isolated chances on and off. It's going to be early Saturday morning that a cold front looks to sweep across the state. That will be right around 3 a.m. to 4 a.m., reaching our northern counties before reaching the Tri-Cities and areas like Shiawassee and Gratiot County by 6 to 7 a.m., and then moving out by about 11 a.m., just a few isolated rain chances into Saturday afternoon. I think by 5 p.m. Saturday, we'll end up being dry and stay dry as we enter Sunday. So you are going to have to be dodging rain chances and even a few thunderstorm chances as we get through Friday afternoon, Friday evening, Friday night, and then into Saturday. So if you have plans there, I just plan accordingly, just with that chance of stronger to severe thunderstorms trying to develop. And I will highlight that the Storm Prediction Center has also started to highlight this chance. So this is the latest update that came out in the early afternoon. They pushed that marginal risk of severe weather farther east. This now includes the Tri-Cities, north of the Bay, Whittemore, West Branch, Standish. You are now included in that marginal risk. Western Tuscola County into Western Huron County. You are also now included in that marginal risk. Flint, you are also now included in that marginal risk of severe weather. They have also, if you've been paying attention, you've probably been hearing about this, the Storm Prediction Center has updated their severe weather outlook. So there's now more categories to it. We'll try to explain this as we get here and we get more severe weather outlooks and we get more days like this. But we are still learning ourselves as this is a new system that just got implemented over the last couple of days. So we're going to try to explain it. It is a little confusing at times. So the Storm Prediction Center has pushed a tornado outlook for tomorrow. The chances are still small. It is the smallest chance at 2%, but it is there. They also now have a third category, and that is the significant, the SIG category. So they have now added these hatched outlooks that you are seeing on the western half of the state that is moving into western mid-Michigan. So southwest Isabella and western Gratiot counties are now included in that hatched outlook. What I'm going to highlight is that is where the Storm Prediction Center is showing that the environment is possible to see maybe some stronger storms, maybe higher level storms. Again, the chances are still the same. It's all at that 2% outlook for the area, but it's that area that they're highlighting right now that the environment is capable, a little bit more capable of producing stronger storms. Again, it is confusing. We're going to have to explain it here over the next couple of months. We'll have more updates on the new outlooks from the Storm Prediction Center, but we just got to keep an eye on this tornado outlook. Again, it is the smallest chance, but they have that hatched outlook. It is the lowest one, but it is there for western mid-Michigan. So Grand Rapids is included in that. Muskegon is included in that. And then as we get into the TV5 viewing area, it's western Isabella and western Gratiot counties that have been included in that hatched area. And again, that's just where the Storm Prediction Center is highlighting an environment that may be capable of producing stronger events. Again, 2% is the lowest chance, but it is there. In terms of our wind outlook, they have issued that 5% for severe wind outlook. They don't have the hatched there, so that is going to be falling probably 50, 60 mile per hour winds in that area that you see the 5%. And then your hail outlook, they've also issued that 5% outlook there, so the smallest chance, but it is there. We don't have the hatched either for the hail, so that it is going to be most likely hail from about 1/4 of an inch to an inch, inch and a half possible. Again, things are definitely going to change. It looks like it's going to be in a few waves, but it is there. Like I mentioned, we're going to be explaining it more here over the next couple of weeks as we get a better understanding ourselves of the new Storm Prediction Center outlooks, because again, they have changed since the start of the month, and every meteorologist is learning this. You're probably, if you've traveled and you watch other channels, other stations across the country, you probably have seen them starting to talk more and more about this severe weather changes that have come from the Storm Prediction Center. Let's get back to today, though. Again, temperatures have stayed a little bit cooler than what we've been seeing and a little bit cooler than what we are going to see. It's lower 30s to the lower 40s. We are staying above that freezing mark, so that is why we have avoided any freezing drizzle. But we'll keep an eye on it, see how temperatures evolve here over the next couple of hours. As we do see that temperatures want to try to drop just a little bit, it's only by a few degrees, but if you're sitting at 34, 33, I think there could be that possibility of getting below freezing. Luckily, I think by the time we get below freezing in many areas, we're most likely going to see that rain chance moved out. So I think that freezing drizzle chance does move out. In terms of our wind, it's mostly from the north-northeast at 5 to 15 miles per hour. So it is a bit breezy out there. You're definitely going to feel it as you get out and about, especially you live in the shoreline cities across the bay, but nothing extreme as we get through the rest of our Thursday. And then your 3-day forecast, just quickly before we do take a break here, it is 50s for our Friday with that chance of showers and thunderstorms moving into the afternoon. We'll have another chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms for Saturday. Looks like that thunderstorm chance is more early in the morning. And then Sunday, temperatures back into the 50s. We'll have a dry, mostly sunny day. Will be breezy. We're looking at some breezy conditions here over the next couple of days. With that, though, I don't see any questions over in our chat. I do have to take a quick break, but once I come back from that break, we're going to be looking at temperatures for the next couple of days and more at that severe weather chance. So you're going to want to stay right here. Well, welcome back, everyone. Meteorologist Stone Schaefer here live for the second half of our First Alert Weather live stream. I want to thank everyone that is tuned in as we do have some rain moving in across the region. We'll have rain tomorrow, but we also have a severe weather chance that looks to be developing for our Friday. So we'll get to that here in a second. I did want to look at our lows for tonight. We are going to sit in many locations just above freezing. So those mid to upper 30s. But as we move towards the shoreline cities and up to the north, there are a few locations that get below that freezing mark. So just be prepared with that rain today. If you do get below freezing in a few areas, that does have a chance to produce some ice. So just be prepared for some slick travel conditions as you're getting out and about for your Thursday afternoon into Thursday evening. By the time we get to Friday, temperatures do warm up. We'll see that here for our highs on Friday. We actually have another nice warm day. It's still got a few upper 40s in the shoreline cities, but as you move west, it's lower 50s, then the mid 50s, and then getting into those lower 60s as you get through Isabella, Gratiot, and Shiawassee counties. So again, that's that area we're seeing the better environment for maybe some severe weather. I think that's probably explaining it a little bit better, as it's just a little bit warmer there, probably a little bit more moisture in the atmosphere there, and that is why they're cooking up the SPC with that area. Then we get to Saturday. It's another warmer day. Widespread 60s look to be on the way. There will be a few 50s in our shoreline cities, especially throughout the Thumb and then north of the Bay, but most areas you are going to get into the mid 60s. Even having a few areas at 66, 67, and 68 into the south along that 69 corridor. So obviously nice temperatures for our Saturday. Hopefully we can avoid the rain chance earlier in the day and then give us some drier conditions into the afternoon to enjoy those warmer temperatures. But it's going to be windy. That's going to be the one thing that may end up ruining the day for some, is it looks like our wind is going to increase. Not so much today. Even tomorrow morning, we're still seeing a calm wind gust out of the southeast at 5 to 15 miles per hour. But as we start to see those showers and thunderstorms move in late Friday afternoon into Friday evening, our wind looks to increase. So this will be a south wind at 5 to 35 miles per hour, just a little bit calmer up to the north. And then Saturday morning, a cold front, like I mentioned before, is going to sweep across the state. And that's associated with a low pressure system just to our north. So our wind is going to increase as our pressure gradient across the state tightens up just a little bit. Wind gusts by Saturday morning, this is at 9 a.m., are out of the south-southwest at 20 to, we'll say, 35 miles per hour. So that southwest wind is what's going to help us warm up just a little bit more as we get through Saturday, as warm air gets pulled in from the south, and then even into the afternoon Saturday. This is 1 p.m., seeing wind gusts from the south-southwest at 20 to 40 miles per hour. So a windy outlook there for Saturday. Does look like it wants to calm down just a little bit Sunday. I do anticipate, though, we do have a breezy day for Sunday as well. Now let's get back to our hour by hour for anyone that is joining us here late. You see there is a rain chance. This hour by hour showing it down to the south. It is spreading out to the north just a little bit more than what this forecasting model is showing us. This rain chance, I think, will be moved out by 7 to 8 p.m. Will be dry tonight into tomorrow morning. So if you have any plans tonight into your Friday morning, I anticipate it being dry. By the afternoon, though, we change. I think 3 to 4 p.m. we'll start to see some isolated rain chances. And then by 5 to 6 p.m. we start to see more consistent rain, a few showers and thunderstorms developing, and then getting that chance through about 9 p.m. in the Tri-Cities down to Flint along that 75 corridor, and then moving east as we get through the night. We will have a few isolated rain chances through about midnight to 1 a.m., but by about 4 to 5 a.m. Saturday morning is where we start to see the signal of that cold front, and we do see a linear setup of showers and thunderstorms that looks to develop. I think we will have a smaller chance, but it is there for severe weather with that second wave as well. So we almost have 2 waves we'll have to watch out for Friday afternoon into Saturday morning. That chance looks to be out by about 9 a.m. We'll have some isolated chances of rain earlier Saturday afternoon. I think by 6 p.m. most of that rain chance is gone. And then by Sunday morning, cloud cover will start to be gone, and we'll actually have a nice sunny Sunday, drier conditions, temperatures back into the 50s, so a little bit nicer to enjoy if you are going to be outside for Sunday. In terms of our rain predictor, it has been continuing to show areas from 1/4 of an inch to about an inch. A little bit higher amounts are starting to pop up sort of north of the bay, north of US 10 into northern Huron County. It's just going to matter how that line sets up for late Friday into Saturday, but I think 1/4 of an inch to an inch is really where we're sitting for this rain chance, really starting right now all the way through Saturday afternoon. And then we get back to our severe weather chance. I did want to highlight this once again, because if you're watching this morning and now you're watching again for our afternoon streams, you probably noticed there has been some changes from the Storm Prediction Center on the outlook. So they have pushed the marginal risk of severe weather a little bit farther east. This is now including the Tri-Cities. If Flint, Owasso, Chesaning, you're also included in this. West Branch is now included, Whittemore into Tawas City, you are now included in this severe weather threat. Again, it is marginal, it is the lowest one, but it is there. Our threats still include large hail, and now are including wind, strong wind, and a few tornadoes. That tornado chance is small, but it is there. The Storm Prediction Center has now pushed that tornado outlook at a 2%. all the way up to the Bay. So that now includes Clare, Gladwin, Midland, Bay City, Saginaw, Mount Pleasant, Alma. Again, it is the smallest chance, but it is there, and it is an update. This wasn't there this morning. The environment does have some of those ingredients to produce a few tornadoes. Again, it's a small chance, but it is there. We want to mention it so you are prepared just in case we do get that development. It's something that we'll watch out for here over the next really 24 hours to have the best updates for you from the TV5 First Alert Weather Team. You also might be noticing something out to the west. It is a hatched area. This is newer to the Storm Prediction Center. So they just updated all of their severe weather outlooks here at the start of the month. So now they have what they're calling SIG areas, where they're seeing environments that have better ingredients for stronger setups. Again, this is sort of a learning thing for all the meteorologists across the state and across the country, including us here at the TV5 First Alert Weather Team. So we'll try to teach you more about this here over the next couple of weeks, but they have issued this hatched area that is reaching into western Gratiot and Isabella counties. It does look like models are giving an environment for that area that has ingredients for stronger storms. Again, things could change if you have to travel to Grand Rapids or Big Rapids, Muskegon for Friday. It is there as well. So obviously we start off early with this new system, pretty much a few days after they actually updated the system. So we are still trying to learn it, but we will give you a better idea of how this system works through our streams and here over the newscast, and just over the next couple of weeks we will have more updates on how this system sort of works from the Storm Prediction Center, because we're learning it ourselves as we go on, and I think everyone is learning it. They have also issued a severe wind outlook. It is at 5% outlook, so stronger wind up to about 60 to 70 miles per hour. It's an isolated chance, but it is there. And they're continuing to highlight the hail outlook at that 5% chance. So we don't have that hatched look. The environment's there for hail, but not as significant hail as maybe some areas out towards Wisconsin, Illinois, Iowa, but still a possibility to see some measurable hail as we get through Friday with a few of these systems. So you're going to want to stay up to date with the TV5 First Alert Weather Team here over the next really 12 to 24 hours. We'll have more updates here over the next 24 hours. You're going to want to download, scan that QR code right below me, or head over to the App Store or the Google Play Store, where you can download the TV5 First Alert Weather app, where we'll be sending updates throughout the rest of today. You can head over to our website at wnem.com/weather. There you'll get more updates from the First Alert Weather Team. You're going to tune into our newscast later this afternoon at 4, 5, 5:30, and 6, where we will have obviously more updates. Just all of the TV5 First Alert Weather Team will be here to keep you updated. You can also, again, just download that First Alert Weather app. That really will help you get updates as we get over the next 24 hours. You also want to check out, we actually do have a new TV5 News app, or an updated WNEM TV5 News app. So if you already have it downloaded, go to the App Store, go to the Google Play Store, update the app. Where we have upgraded it if you are, again, available now, so you can download that or update it if you already have it. It's going to bring breaking news faster. You can dive deeper into investigations and get your First Alert forecast quicker on that app. So you're going to want to update that. It's looking good, keeping you up to date there. Real quick before I end the stream, we are going to be looking at our 7-day forecast. 30s for today, we are seeing that. We're back into the 50s for Friday with that chance of showers and thunderstorms into the afternoon and evening. We'll have another chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms early Saturday. By Sunday, we are dry, and we're staying dry at least into Monday with temperatures in the 60s. Then we get to Tuesday and Wednesday. Looks like some more rain chances are looking to develop. Looks like we'll have at least a rainy midweek next week with temperatures dropping. That's something we'll have to watch out for as well. There has been some signals we may return to the 30s at least through the end of next week. Not every model agrees, but it is there to see that trend of 30s back by Thursday or Friday of next week. But with that, I don't see any questions over in our chat. I want to thank everyone for joining me here on this Thursday. Hopefully you can stay dry for the rest of today and stay dry, warm for our Friday and our Saturday.
Thank you for joining us. Today's stream has been brought to you by Lockhart Roofing.